Hey, what's up, NIO family? Thanks for tuning into the channel. If you're new to the channel, thanks for joining. This channel is all about NIO, everything to do with NIO. Today's a great day. I'm really excited for all the NIO community. NIO hit $20. Congratulations to all investors and everybody that's supporting NIO. It's just an exciting time. I'm really happy for all the investors. If you've been in this stock since like $1, $2, $3, that's just awesome. Just stay long. If you need to trim, talk to your financial advisor. Um, I'm disclaimer. I am a neo investor, but I'm not a financial advisor. So this is for only informational purposes only. Please do your due diligence. But guys, it's a great day to be a Neo fan. They have gotten just the backup and support from Wall Street now, and I'm listing out some of the reasons why I think that is happening. It's hit $20. Obviously, Wall Street thinks that the fundamentals of Neo has changed. I think in the past they thought that Neo was cash strapped. They were spending too much. They didn't have access to equity, or they were struggling in producing the cars, or the demand wasn't there, or what is differentiating them from the hundreds of electrical vehicle businesses in China. But I listed out bullish reasons why, and what are the fundamental changes. I think the battery story is very key. The battery as a service, that's a great enhancement. A lot of consumers that want to buy electric vehicle cars, they want to make sure that there's charging stations and they're not stuck out in the road if their battery is out of charge. Or a lot of people do have what's it called, range fatigue. So in terms of China, it's a big infrastructure. There's smart cities, and NIO has been developing a lot of these charging stations, right? So it's all over the mega cities and stuff, and they've done quite well, and they've made that investment. The price advantage, you got to understand this. This battery as a service is going to slash 10,000 off the cost of the price of the MSRP of any NIO vehicle, right? So that's 10K off, and you're getting another 10K in tax credits from the government because China's trying to go all in electric vehicles. They're trying to, they have a air pollution issue and a climate issue. So they're trying to really delegate the tax to even to the private companies, and make sure that everybody's involved in this climate change movement. For them is a big issue because they've grown over the last 30 years, and they've, while they're growing and producing and being the hub for manufacturing in the world, they've had to, take a hit on climate change, a huge hit. The balance sheet and global expansion. The balance sheets is better because Tencent has invested, other companies have invested, and they also are getting loans from getting loans from local governments, and they have a global expansion. As a enthusiast of NIO, I would want to halt the idea of global expansion right away. I hope they do it like 2023. I want them to really own the Chinese market in terms of being, because right now by the numbers, Tesla is number one. They're doing fantastic in China. NIO needs to be right there with them at number two, and they need to be competing with them, and they should hold off the global expansion and really dedicate their focus on the China growth, or at least in the Asia growth, right? So they have access to equity. Like I said, Tencent has invested in them. And when Tencent has invested in somebody, they do really well. Tencent has investment in Tesla. So they have access to to money for them to really invest in the long term of NIO. You know, you're gonna need you're gonna need investments for these state battery stations and for new concept cars and for they're doing a lot of marketing. And Tesla doesn't do any marketing, but I think you don't necessarily have to follow everything Tesla's doing. I think NIO, we're taking bits and pieces from Tesla, and that's great. It doesn't hurt to do that. You should look at successful companies and see where you can take and see that if it fits in your strategy, right? Technology advantage with the infrastructure of China and with the movement of going all in tech in China, they have access to talent, to funding, to support, to local support, meaning that local governments will be probably willing for them to do, this is a segue to autonomous driving. I can see where the Chinese governments and local governments and policymakers will allow them to try the autonomous driving, whereas in the Western countries it's very difficult, a lot of bureaucracy, which is good too. Don't get me wrong, you want to do it the right way. It's almost like, let me give you an analogy. So, as you guys know, we're in COVID, a lot of stuff is happening. I hope everybody's safe. So we have all of these major countries have worked on the vaccines, right? And even for America, we've pretty much done it so quickly. It usually takes decades or years to get a vaccine out that quickly. And it seems like America will have something by 2021. China bypassed all the bureaucracy and they went directly into having a vaccine. Now, I don't know. I can't just say bypass bureaucracy. I could say that they have a one system government, and I think they have more data probably on it, and they probably they've been to Mars, they've been through Mars and stars, and they've looks like they have a vaccine, right? So what is the connection? See, it seems like the government, when they're all in, and they're willing to push the boundaries. It can be good or bad. That's how you take it, but that's just the my reading or my reports on it, my opinions on it. So it might be, something where NIO might be ahead of everybody. They might have the technology ready and they'll be able to test it out and try it out and have it go to market, right? Faster than anybody else. Just because, they have the support. Hey guys, thank you for all the support. This is very exciting news. This is exciting time. I'm so glad I opened this channel for all you NIO fans and NIO supporters. Hashtag Blue Sky is coming. You can follow us on NIO Now on YouTube. That's where I publish my videos, obviously. You can follow us on NIO Podcast on Twitter. Hit the subscribe button. I'm trying to build this community from ground up. This is probably my 5th episode, I believe. We're trying to do our best, and there is a lot of pepped up demand for NIO content. And I'm going to be doing my best to help you guys out and just give you the information. There's some things I see that I want NIO fans to see. So, yeah, and I'll be making slides for you guys and stuff. I'm actually creating these content for you guys. So it's work I love to do. I have a passion for it, and I'm really excited to expand the community. So yeah. So the Wall Street upgrade. So check this out. The reason it's going to $20 is because recently 3 companies have upgraded the price target. UBS did from $1 to $16. If you take a look at my last episode, you can go through that and see why they did it and how they did it and what happened and some more details. Bank of America increased the price target to $18. Morgan Stanley to $20.50. So they're the highest on the street right now. Goldman Sachs upgraded to buy, and then they downgraded back to neutral. I should have put that there, but they downgraded back to neutral. But I think they'll upgrade again because I think the rest of the Wall Street has upgraded, right? Bernstein, these are the last few ones. They've doing upgrades the last few quarters. I think Citigroup did it like in April. Morgan Chase did it probably in June. Bernstein did it probably in June or July. So yeah, there's a lot of yeah, blue sky coming. That's what it is. It's just exciting news, and I can see in the groups and Facebook and the chat and YouTube and all these other channels and Twitter and Instagram. Everybody's just really excited. It's just great news. So yeah, the price is at $20.44. Um, if you look at the, I'll show you the upgrades over here. If you go over here, these are all the upgrades, and if you click upgrades, so yeah, that was a downgrade and upgrade, and then you go. Let's see. Yeah, so this is a tool I use, Yahoo Finance. I have a lot of tools that I use just to look into data. So look at all these upgrades. Morgan Stanley to equal weight to overweight. This just recently. U, UBS sell to neutral the other day. Piper Sandler neutral. It maintains a neutral. So I think Piper Sandler will be next. I don't know who CICC is, but they went to neutral to outperform. Okay, Goldman Sachs went from buy to neutral, like I said, and then before that they were to upgrade. JP Morgan upgrade in May. Bernstein upgrade in way back in February. Okay. Bank of America, they also had another upgrade recently. They didn't put it here. So yeah, another tool that I use that I want you guys to use too is Nasdaq.com. You put in the symbol and look at the chart. I talked about this in the last episode, and if you didn't catch it, this is a comparable chart to guess who? To Tesla, right? They built that base and they took over. They took over, right? They built that base right here. They took off. They built these bases. They take off. Build the base, take off. So it looks like that it's going to be probably at 20 for a while, and then build the base and take off again, right? So another thing I want you to look at as well is I keep on going through this because I think it's important. While Wall Street is upgrading, they're not only upgrading, they're also purchasing stock, right? Institutional ownership has increased, right? If you look at it, let's see who are the biggest shareholders now. The biggest shareholders, Bally Gifford, right? They're also in Tesla. They're BlackRock, right? A retirement fund. Vanguard, like the biggest retirement fund, right? Goldman Sachs, right? Credit Suisse, Morgan Stanley, this on and on. So this is like things you want to look at. Whenever you're investing, I learned this from Warren Buffett after reading and watching his interviews. What you do is you write down on a piece of paper why you're going to invest in a company. And what I say is, do you believe in the CEO, the leadership? Do you believe in the product and services? Is there adjustable market? Can they execute? And what's the competition like? So for me, NIO is past all that. Exciting news. I'm the EC6. I can't talk enough about it. This is going to be a game changer for NIO. I don't think this is priced in yet. I haven't even wrote about this. I'll probably do an episode separately about this. I don't think the NIO EC6 is priced in yet. What does that mean? We'll talk about it later. It's just a crossover segment that is a very interesting segment. So the deliveries, if I'll go over again, reiterate it. Yeah, I mean, for July, they've increased year over year. Their just totals have increased year over year. So yeah, it's just great time. And this is the big key, right? I talked about it earlier, battery as a service. This is creating a story, right? It's creating a story for NIO. And as you can see in the bull market, this rally, people like story stocks, right? And I'll tell this about NIO. NIO is only another consumer electrical vehicle company that has been delivering cars in a mass production. They've been delivering tons of cars, thousands of cars, and there's only one other company that's doing that. That's Tesla, right? These are two fully electrical vehicle companies, battery electrical vehicle companies that actually have the manufacturing capacity. Tesla does it on its own. NIO partners with, I think, JAC, and they have deliveries. That's what's important, and that's why it's gonna do well, right? That's why it's going to hit. I mean, I think I have a. I already had a prediction. Take a look at my episode, 2 episodes. I think episode 3. Hey guys, so thanks for all the support. This is exciting. I'm so excited for all you guys. Come support us on the YouTube channel. We're gaining momentum. We just opened a few days ago. We just already increased subscribers. Like within a few days, already 120 subscribers. A lot of people are watching. Everybody's just excited about NIO. Follow us on Twitter. Yeah, and we have a Facebook page and all that. So yeah, it's really exciting stuff. All right, guys, thanks a lot. Really appreciate it.